Welcome back, everybody, and we're here with the Riddler. The Habanian has started. It means Twilight of the Gods in German, by the way. I don't trust anything this guy is saying. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. Well, what? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance, more likely gunshots. Jill, come here for a second. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Wow. Several counter-terrorist forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp CEO on the subject. Wooly! How dare you! Things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I did recommend you stay here tonight. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. I'll be here to protect you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved in the morning. I'll have Zen Kentao on hand just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash! Heh. Say Gil for... Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Aww, sleep tight. I'll protect you. Oh, that's adorable. Oh man, this video's only 2 minutes. I'll just fold it into the one I cut. Yeah, we'll save. Actually, let's see what things look like. Oh shit, we don't even get a break at the house. You know what? Let's keep going. Let's see what let's see what happens. Actually, might not get another break for a while. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Court's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Make it sound like some god decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets flying in and out of the whole building. It was you! Sure, there's still some bad apples out, but it's not really safe, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks on the edge too. I wonder if Sai is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I hope so. Are we going to work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Alright then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Oh! Oh! Metal Gear! Metal Gear! Oh! Metal Gear! Oh. And we're here. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, want to hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly thank you for help. She's going to see the boss picture. Well, I don't have much to do anyways, so yeah, sure. Did I tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was going to say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you want. Thanks. Say, how is this chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the Kotatsu and their heater can't fix. Alright, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I had this hoodie for some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had years ago. What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change to something more comfortable. You gonna put on the slut shirt? You gonna put on that slut shirt? Take your time. Say, Jill, there's this blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. I said, what? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away. Better than any dog. Right. Oh my. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. That's so vintage. Nah, Jill gets all the girls. Who are these? Oh, that's the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Is this pic recent or? Oh, that's from 3 to 4 years ago. Oh. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought that was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. I haven't said a word since. Really, it's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in this pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against her side. Using them as a pillow, mixing perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, it felt nostalgic. Then miserable. I'll put this away. I've been mean to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head I'll meet her on the streets. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. Oh, she's gonna show up in the bar. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's on the table? Looks like an envy. It's nothing. Nothing! Now please, give that to me. Nope. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's get some beers. Guide me. Oh! Damn, you have lots of beers. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and stronger than the ones sold in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Does this mean the 15th of November there's going to be an... Oh, no, that's Kieran Mickey. Never mind. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. No, it doesn't taste lighter to me. This one's made with that, what's the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutrigenic NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was experimental fluid they created to place water when made in Kiss fluid water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And it's one made with it? Let's see, yep. Here it is. Here are the NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch. It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Oh, she actually drinks. Guilty as charged. Still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Fucking sit on beanbags. Don't know. With being my boss and all, I was never too sure. In case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible, and that boss in name only, anyways. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprised me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more than that, you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why does it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, that you had it there as a conversation starter. Woo! Although, no one comes here anyway, so it's pointless. What, no steamy nights are passing? Not since a year ago, I think. I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I could dish out pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back. That's what friends are for. Wait, talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me? Nope, we need more beer for this. We need a lot more beer for this. That's what friends are for. Hey boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time. It's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. Do you worry about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I won't worry about Gil so much. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he also absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up at the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day, and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave him drinks for free. After a couple, he broke down crying. Yeah? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever. I told him he could wash himself. I'd find him a job. I'd be damned. He looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value and judge him for what he did. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been loyal as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him so easily. I could take care of myself and always kept an eye on him. Besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. Oh, boy. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was going to say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know. I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's internally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relations with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad. I'm not exactly close to anyone besides my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to sell with. I mean, she's so bent on finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. Oh, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum are weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up into the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love. They are just different. They have an alien mentality, basically. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose. So, I guess she's got a built-in push whatever she's in a meaningful, challenging social interaction. Interesting. Name Lilum is a bit weird, though. Is it? You expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, it's because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. Are we getting Evangelion? Is that what's happening? And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Oh, you're like the nostalgia critic with Doug. Not all of it, but a little. My sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan, so I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. And it helped that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple episodes once. They are really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who gets transformed into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invented enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was pretty ambitious, kids, though. Even by today's standard. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what surprised me, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always held my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about thighs at that age. I worried about jackasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud. I never talk about it because I found the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even to today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. That's kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a taller, I was the kind of always fight with kids bigger than me. When puberty happened, I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jackwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went to become on who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? Rough around the edges, kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. Seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot. My mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists create talking mannequins, but they can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you, really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. A drink for old grandpa. 2 drinks for old grandpa. From what you tell me, though, it seems like grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've heard that once since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in the circle, too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back at you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a redhead, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. One you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar, too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called... Nirvana! Oh! You thought this city was dangerous. You should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana as in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy, rich tourists that go to the hotel. That bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. that aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with Neo-san, Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. So give her a call. Wait, you in what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's also a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back home at college, I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here was Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, there's always four, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. You know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Hey boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe I'll take a friend's offer working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, don't worry, bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. But enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a boon to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. Oh, a bone to pick. I go over there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? I have to trust another bar. If I have to trust another bar owner, it's him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is unrelated. I'll trust you on that one. Don't worry, maybe I could get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, we'll both have a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Slow faded. Is it supposed to be this slow? I mean, it says I'm going at 30 frames per second. Oh, we're at chapter 2? Oh, this has chapters? The fuck? Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have $8,000. Drama seesaw. How much? Ah, let's fucking get it. I only have 3,000, and that was a whole month of work. Jesus fuck. Oh, this ain't going to end well. This ain't going to end well.